will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's dark. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollack.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Line gets set. First down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play...
Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Fires to the middle, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. The give to the back. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying play action. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Davis. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Dart. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, going up top. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Quarterback checking the play. From the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacey. Smashes through the tackle. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. LSU right back to the line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll go to the ground. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, LSU 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Give to the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they may have got the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Second down coming up. The give on the inside. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Might as well give it to him again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got a man, it's Wells. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
When a quarterback gets outside the pocket, it's really hard to defend. Do I stay in my zone? Do I stay back? Or do I come up and go get him? Puts me in a difficult spot.
Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Extending the play. Got it! They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Offense set on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's crease corn. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The give to the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. Kept it on the ground on 3rd. Up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here and lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Offense in the hurry-up. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
He chucks one out to the right. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. LSU quick to the line. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tiger. Ready to try the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Back to the ground game on the left. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Howard. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He leaves it with his back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. And the Rebels have enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with the positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to buy time. The throw. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
On the move, he fires. He caught it. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Love the work by the quarterback. Selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it, going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice scramble. Unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation. And a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period.
Third quarter play with the score. Ole Miss 14, LSU 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Durham. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here puts the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
It's a draw. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. Defense going all in to stop the run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He'll try it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Rebels want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown LSU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how How about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for them.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Handoff to the single back. Turns it on in midfield. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game.